All right, guys, welcome to tonight Team Zoom. You have here me, Carissa Triple Diamond, with It Works, been with the company now for 9 years. We also have with us Mr. Rusty Lackey. You can give him a little bit of background on you, even though I
Only,
know.
I've only been here going on 20 years full time. So I
Love
started
it.
with Mark in the beginning.
Yes. So if everyone don't know that's on here, Rusty is our ultimate upline. So if you don't, if your upline is me, your upline's Carrie, your upline's Melody, whoever your upline is, that's the reason you're on the Zoom. Rusty is above them. So Rusty is our ultimate upline. So I'm excited that he's going to be on talking tonight. You're going to be stuck with talking to me also. So that's exciting. And it's April 1st, which means it's the first day of the month. So I hope everyone has a few things in front of them as of right now. First off, if you don't have it in front of you, get it in front of you by tonight, your chart, because that's what you want to make sure you're working on. What is your goal for this month? And you need to have it in front of you. So whatever that goal is, have it in front of you. I always carry my calendar and my charts are in it. So always make sure whatever goal you're looking to accomplish, you already have that chart out and in front of you every day to keep you reminded. So definitely make sure you light up chart. Let me try that. Put a one in the chat if you have your chart. I'm bad at that, but I want y'all to talk with us. So put a one in the chat if y'all have y'all charts already for this month. And then the next thing you want to make sure you have done is your auto ship up is your auto ship. You want your auto ship to be ran this first week. Why? Because you want to make sure that while you're promoting throughout the week and throughout the month, you're able to see exactly where you are because you're commission qualified. All you're doing is at least 2 to 3 products. That can be whatever products you take every day. Make sure that that's a part of your auto ship. So put a 2 in the comments if your auto ship is set to run by the 7th. Let's get them 2s lit up. If not, edit that auto ship and get it set up for the first week in this month. We all know the importance of making sure you knock it out because guess what? You're leading by example. So if your auto ship is set up for the first week of the month, then guess what? Your team will do the same and everyone is on the same track so that we know exactly what needs to be done for the rest of the month. So, like I said, put a 1 in the chat. If you have your chart already printed out, put a 2 in the chat. If you have your auto ship set up for the first of the month already, which means it's running by the 7th. Yes, shout out to you, Jimmy. You already got that auto ship ran. That's what I'm talking about. So, and third thing, I forgot. So, Rusty, I'm gonna turn it over to you because I just blew a whole thing just shoo went left, and then I'll come back. So, what is first of the month things for you? Like non-negotiables is the word.
My non-negotiables is that every night before Robin, I go to bed. And by the way, I've been with my wife 42 years. Everything I do is long term. I have 2 daughters. We're long term. I've been with Mark since almost the beginning. Mark is your ultimate upline above me. And so when we make a plan of action at night before we go to bed, it is a priority plan of action. A lot of it is in my follow up with my customers. A lot of it is new prospecting. Everything I do has income generating activities tagged with it. But I never try to sell what I am or who I am or what I've done. You don't have to sell it when you become a professional shares person. That means when my auto ship has never failed to run on the first day of every month for 19 years, or actually headed toward 20 years. Never. Number one, my wife is in the business. Her auto ship runs on the first day of the month. Why? I need those products. If you really want to be successful in this business, you have to be a product of the product. You have to look at yourself as a priority. You have to take care of you, number one. If you don't take care of you, number one, you cannot take care of your children. You cannot take care of your spouse. You cannot take care of your parents. You can't take care of nothing if you're not firing on all cylinders. And I want to ask you something. This month, we're going to really take it. Normally, I take Sundays off. I'm going to work 30 straight days, and I'm not going to let up. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed at 11 o'clock at night. I'm busting my ass, and I've been doing this for a long time. And the reason I do it is not for me. Rob and I made the first $1 million in 42 months with It Works Global. and that we had no bonuses, and we had no coding money. We had a compensation plan, the unilevel, and we had the generations, and that's basically it. We just went out and we got a bunch of customers. That created a hot market, not a warm market, but a hot market for people developing a story on the product line, and therefore they become professional shares people with us. Somebody told me the other day, I think our organization with our customer base in almost 20 years is around 1 million people in all countries that we operate in. We operate on every platform that Networks Global operates in the world, and that's because of a great team like you. And so the beautiful part is you have to be a product of the product. If you do that, that creates confidence, that creates the ability to go share with other people, that creates things that you become that professional shares person, but you learn to do a couple things. You learn to listen twice as much as you talk. And when you learn to listen real well, you can hear what people are saying because you're listening. And therefore, the reason I have never sold one of these products, and we do millions and millions and millions and more millions of dollars of business every month. And the reason that happened is when I hear a person talking, I try to find out what's most important to them. How can I custom fit a solution to their problem? The last 2 days has been record days in our business for customers and for distributors. And Chris and I was talking earlier, Rob and I were coming home, and all the customers that come in the last 2 days, they're averaging around $250 to $350 worth of volume each, because once you make people understand that you're the most important person in your life, that you have to take care of you, you cannot sell yourself short. Oh, I can't afford it. You're affording everything else. You're affording sodas. I haven't had a soda since 2012. I haven't had a medication in 14 years. I hadn't had a cold in 14 years because of the greens and the reds, the celery, all the stuff I put in my body. I exercise every day. I MMA fight. I lift weights heavy 3 times a week. I'm not saying that to brag. This is what I make me do because I'm a priority to me, so I can be a priority to that wonderful girl I've been with for 42 years and those 2 wonderful little girls you gave me. But see, in the beginning, when I left the bank to come to Networks for Mark, I did it because of my children. They were growing up and I wasn't at home. I was born on a farm in Virginia. I'm a very big family person. I'm all about family. I'm all about the loyalty. And the 2 years into this, I got sick. And the next 4 years, I gained up to 700 plus pounds, 750 plus pounds. And in the last 15 years, I've only lost well over 500 pounds. And I've done it naturally by showing up every day, making sure I put the right stuff in. Because too long if we put the wrong stuff in, but we keep asking for different results. And you're not going to get the results as long as you choose to participate in all that stuff and everybody else is choosing to participate in it. I'm sorry, you just can't do that and have a successful life. Now, I want to ask you something, Bob. Put a 1 in the chat if you've actually prayed for a blessing for your health to change. Put a 2 in the chat if you've actually prayed for God to send you opportunity to get you out of debt so you can live the life that you want to live. And put a 3 in the chat if you've prayed to God to use me as a blessing to bless other people. And I'll give you a second as I watch it.
And you know, I have something wrote down on the boards that you said. Am I sounding double? Oh, okay. You said about maybe 2 years ago, I wrote this down, and it says, prevent being sick rather than treating already sick. Okay, there is an echo. I thought it was cuckoo. Okay, so, and I wrote that down, and I've always had that, and I keep that in front of me to remind me of a prevention, which is something that our products do. If you're preventing yourself from getting sick, you don't have to worry about getting sick. Greens do that. If your body is alkaline, the greens do that. Our probiotics is one of my favorite. Oh my goodness. That right there is just something that just, I'm not going to TMI y'all today, but I love the probiotics. The gummies is like the new best thing ever too. So why not take these products now to prevent from getting sick and instead of treating after you've gotten sick? Why not? So you have to think about things that way, and that will help you out with so many more customers where your family members all need to be on these products. Even if they're not looking to lose weight, if they're not looking to get energy or whatever, they need these products for one thing or another. And it could be because everyone needs greens. Everyone these days are not eating enough greens. I know they're not. So we definitely need to make sure everyone's on that. Probiotics, something. So that stuck with me because I have it sitting right here in front of me. It just says it on the board and it's a reminder every day.
You know, one thing, the reason you don't have to sell the product, when you become the product of the product, you become a walking billboard. People see the difference in you. They're going to ask, what are you doing? And I just share, and I do that on asking questions. Well, I got the energy. How'd you get the energy? I drink Skinny Brew coffee. And by the way, it burns belly fat. I get the energy, and you know, they pay me to do that. What? I get paid to drink coffee? Uh-huh. Tens of thousands of dollars every month I get paid to drink coffee. It's crazy, ain't it? And so when you become a product of the product, you're sharing a story, you're not selling a story. That's why you have to look at you as the most important person in your life. I don't care if you got children. Carissa, Carrie, they've known me many, many, many years. Those two daughters of mine, they're daddy's girls. If you see me on a hunting expedition out west, or we're riding horses over on our farm in Virginia, them little blonde-headed girls, they my babies. They daddy's girls. And everything I do is with their mother and them. And that's it. Hey, yo, my oldest little girl's gonna get married this year. I didn't have any brothers. I had 3 sisters. I didn't have any sons. I had 2 daughters, just me and my German Shepherd. I told my little girl, I said, hey, in 24 months after you get married, I need a grandson. Just saying. So I can spoil him. I got some stuff I've already got all up. For my first grandson, she said, what if we have a granddaughter? I said, oh, I know how to spoil y'all, but I think it's my time to have somebody keep my name going. And, you know, we had a lot of fun with it. But see, when I was sick, they gave me 6 months to live over 15 years ago. And it was horrible. And I believed them for 3 days, and then I got very angry. And I made up my mind I was going to get sold out to the product because I was worth it. I was going to take it, win, lose, draw, fall over dead, or just might make it. And you got everybody trying to sympathize with you when you need a good, strong coach to kick you in the rear end. And you cannot no longer start feeling sorry for yourself or feeling sorry for your situation, because that brings on something that holds you back. That will stifle everything you got going, and you will go to what is familiar. But when you get hungry to go to the next level, you start to grow this. I read every day. Not only do I write books, I read every single day. I try to grow me. I'll be 60 next year. And you know what? The more I thought I knew, and I was a senior vice president of a major bank in America, the more I know I don't know, the hungrier I get to help other people. And so when we talk about the success of the organization, it's not me, it's y'all. You're the driving force and the heartbeat of this organization. You're the people that make it all happen. And it's my job to coach you and to stay there and not to back off, not to get scared, and not to be nothing. When you face death, I can literally tell you that I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not scared of no humans. I'm not scared of no animals. I'll bow up and fight in a second. In a split second, it's a reaction. I don't even have to think about it. And so every morning when I get up, I got you guys on my mind. I got to get up and lead the pace. I got to set the pace, because if you mess with one of this organization, you're going to get us all. I'll jump in a jet and fly to New York in a second. Will I not, Carissa? In a second, I'll fly to New York and have a limo driver or whoever pick me up, and right off we'll come. You know why? Because this is more an organization. Y'all are a family. So let's get back to y'all. You prayed for these 3 things to happen. Is this correct?
Yep.
So with this, what you prayed for, God sent you the blessing. It's all, you already got it. Now, most people take that for granted. You keep praying. God keeps sending blessings until you take the responsibility for the blessing. The real blessing is never released. You get in business and you make a avid goal for this month, and you stretch yourself to the next level, and you make up your mind, I'm going to show up and fight every single by God day. And you know why you get up and fight every day? Because it is your goal. That is the blessing that you asked for. It is there. And now you're going to take full responsibility for the blessing, and you watch him start to bless you. See, free has no value. None. If you're giving stuff away, you devalue my product line. You devalue who you are. You devalue your belief in what it is. You know why I've never sold a sample for less than $20? Because it's worth it. If you can pay Starbucks $5 to $7 for that crap, you can pay me $20 for a 3-day supply of coffee. It's going to cause you to think clear, going to give you energy, going to attack your belly fat, and the possibilities of you getting paid. That's valuable. That's more valuable than gold. You know why? Because I know when you ingest that product, it's going to be good for your body. The one thing you'll give everything that you got, because I already been there. The one thing that you'll give everything you got, beg, borrow, and steal, and sell your children's clothes and their birthright, is if they tell you you're going to die and you believe them. Everything you can grab to just to have one more day of life. I want you to have quality life. We all have an appointed time at the end of the deal, but we're gonna have quality time while we're here. And so now, when I say free has no value, welfare does not work. It creates dependency. Now, my father had zero tolerance for disrespect for females. Zero. Not back talk, not nothing. That's why I've been with Miss Lackey. I treat her like she's the queen that she is. You know why? Because I love her to death. I fell in love with her when I saw her. But I had a great father that instilled a value system in me. Therefore, I was able to instill the value system in my daughters. That's how we roll over here. You disrespect me. It's like the little boy that's marrying my daughter. I looked at him in the eyes. I said, you ever mess up one eyebrow, as long as I'm alive, I own jurisdiction of this family, this tribe, this brand. I'll have you took out. I'll take you to my farm up where I dug a hole deep enough for 20 bodies. I got room for 3 more. I don't care how you get there. He believes me. His perception is a big deal, ain't it? But all right, now we've prayed for the blessing. You've got the blessing in your hands. You cannot squander the blessing. Every day you don't get up and apply yourself by taking care of you or sharing this product with somebody. I didn't say selling. I said sharing this product with somebody else. You're not taking the blessing serious. You're not taking the responsibility for the blessing. The harder you work, the bigger the blessing is. The more the challenge, the bigger the blessing is going to be. Because if it's a big challenge for you right now, you got to get over who you are. And you know what begins to happen? Now you're going through what we call a maturity process. Right now, if you hit the Millionaires Club, I think a couple of you are really close. If you hit it like between now and say June, you're not mature enough to handle that kind of money. So therefore, we have to go through a learning process to see if he can't trust you with a little bit, he can't trust you with a lot. If he can't trust you with taking care of yourself, he can't trust you with nothing else to help take care of other people. Therefore, I think everybody on this Zoom is in a leadership position, or you aspire to be in a leadership position. But see, it's never your position. That rank don't mean diddly squat. It is your disposition. It's how you carry yourself every day. Can people depend on who you are? Can they depend on your word? Can your team depend on you to get up every single day and be the one that kicks this thing off? Can they depend on you? They know at a moment's notice they can text you or call you, and you're going to respond right then, and you're coming to the rescue to help, whatever it is, to help them grow that business, which secures your business. See, the law of reciprocity is real. The law of reciprocity is really clear. See, God's got over 6,000 promises in the Bible. He cannot lie, but those promises really don't mean nothing until you accept it and take ownership of it and apply it in your life. Knowledge doesn't mean anything until you apply it to your life. And when you make up your mind, I'm going to take this promise that I'm not going to be sick. I'm going to have sick, poor, and broke is for control. When I'm going to make my break for freedom and I'm going to have an abundant supply of everything, that means it's going to flow through you. So if you go into somebody else's life and you help make something of consequence happen, the reciprocation is directly right back to you. So what does that mean? Whatever seed you plant is the harvest you're going to get. You will always be blessed in direct proportion for the quality of efforts expended. So right now, I want you to write a letter to yourself or to your success that you're going to have at the end of this month. Don't play with it. Well, I hope I'm a really bullshit. I'm going to be a diamond. I'm going to be a double diamond. Don't let yourself out the easy way. Anybody can take the path of least resistance. That's what quitters and losers do. That's why people get to a rank, they quit working, everything starts to back up because they quit, and now they're going to get pissed off at everybody, and I'm going to quit again. That is a social learned behavior. But so is warrior. When you make up your mind, I just become a warrior, there is only one fuel to keep you in the game of being a warrior. One time I was younger, I still lived at home, I was 14, and somebody tried, my father was a minister, and somebody's trying to break in our house at 2 o'clock in the morning. And my father, he come in, no lights on. He said, get up. He said, somebody's trying to break the house. He said, get your shotgun. I grabbed it. I said, we're going to wait on them to get in here. He said, no, sir, son. We're going out and get them outside. He went out one door. I went in the next. We come around his carport. There they was trying to jig the lock. They took off running through the big old hayfield beside the house. I started shooting. I didn't shoot to hit him. I was kicking up dirt on him. I said, Daddy, you want to go ahead and kill him? He said, no, son, don't kill him. Let them go down the street and tell the story that we're not waiting on you to come in here. We're going to meet you at the front door. That is a warrior. And when you make up your mind, see, we were protecting my 3 sisters and my mother. They are important to us. So we're going to take the fight to the enemy. If your enemy is procrastination, if your enemy is being unhealthy, if your enemy is being broke, you got to take the war to the enemy. You can't wait for the enemy to come into your house and get you. He's got you. You got to go out in the front yard and start slinging and swinging and shooting. And you have to get up every single day. And I see some of you ladies that you're doing your lives. Yeah, I watch that stuff and I see how you're doing it, but I see your passion. When your passion becomes your conviction becomes your passion, you start to change. People start to change. They say law of attraction. That don't mean you get to sit on your ever expanding posture in a lazy boy recliner watching the sitcom designed for the mentality of a 6-year-old. You get up, and when you start to become different, you start to attract different people, a different class of people, a different breed of people, people that want to go where you're going. Because why? They know you're going somewhere. And when you make up your mind, in the 3 steps to success is genius. When that was designed, it was designed to maximize the comp plan. I'm a comp plan expert. Yeah, sure you are. How many of you ever exhausted? Well, I need to see for what? 3 steps to success, build rubies. It will maximize the comp plan. You don't have to be a genius about the numbers. By the way, we pay 53 cents of every dollar before we pay any bonuses. It's real simple math. Go in there and help other people become successful. You secure your success. Diamond should be everybody's dream goal. I don't care if you got in today. I don't care if you've been in for 10 years. I don't care what. Diamond should be if you've never achieved it, it's your dream. He just gave you the bonuses back this month.
Yes.
If you've been in 10 years, you've been in 10 minutes. You got the chance to go out and earn every one of those bonuses. Carissa.
I got the numbers for you.
Do you know why I know that you can do double diamond in a month? When I left the bank almost over 19 years ago, and I come home and my wife was very angry because I quit our job because we were very poor. We were extremely poor, below poverty, no food, no lights, no nothing. Mowing yards, washing cars, picking up beer cans just to get a little food on the table. It's all in one of the books I wrote. And you know what? When I came home after I went up the ladder in the bank, and they were robbing my time. 3 weeks a month gone somewhere away from those 2 little girls and my beautiful wife. When I come home and went to work, 18, 20 hours a day on the telephone, there was no social media. We just barely had cell phones. And we could, every day I'd make multiple amounts of calls, no Zooms. We didn't know what a Zoom was. We had conference calls every day from early in the morning to as long as I could talk. I worked the time zones. We built a team of 635 people in 28 days. I hit double diamond. I made $9,997 my very first month. Now the volumes were very big because we went after it just hard as we could go. But we created what? The support team. We created a support system through conference calls and 3-way phone calls. And then we taught a duplicatable system, 3 steps to success. And it worked. So could you do that this month? I don't know. What do you got in you? What do you believe your family deserves? If you do accomplish it, how will you feel after you accomplish it? How's another $10,000 and a $20,000 bonus? What would that do for the family? What are you going to do to set the family up for generations to come? What you're doing right now, you're going to break generational curses, and you're going to start generational legendary legacies. If you stay in the curses, you're not going to break it. When I told my family, I'm going to be the first one to be a 7-figure earner in my family, I'm going to do it. If it takes 1 year or 50 years. And it didn't take long, and we done it. You know how hard it is to make the second 7 figures? You already know how to do it. You've already done it, but you got successful people there. And out of us never quitting, when me and Mark, let me tell you who Mark is, and I'm going to throw it back to you, Teresa. In the 4th or 5th month I was here, somewhere in there, Mark called me up because we promised we'd never lie to each other. He said, we're broke. Okay, broke. What does that mean? He said, you got no money. I said, yeah. What you going to do about it? I thought he's called me to tell me he's just shutting it down and I wasn't going to get my commission. He said, well, I sold my house today and I'm gonna FedEx you a check as soon as it gets in the account tomorrow. I said, you actually sold your house. You put your family's life on the way of line for me. He said, yeah, we had a bond. We gave each other our word. And sure enough, the FedEx come the next day, and there it was. And we never missed a check. I've never missed a check in 19 years. The best decision I ever made is to go after my freedom. The most noble thing you'll ever do is go after your freedom. Never let nobody hold you back. Because if you let them hold you back, you'll always be dependent on somebody else. And I'd just be damned if you deserve to live a life like that. Look at your kids right now. Look them in the eyes and say, hey, baby, daddy loves you. I'm going to be a full-time daddy. I ain't going to never miss another school function. I ain't going to never miss nothing, but I'm going to get up and bust my ass every single day. I'm getting in the fight because I'm a warrior. Carissa, give us those numbers.
After that, okay, I can do it. You can hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. So going diamond this month. Anyone can go diamond this month. Existing or new distributors, 10,000 bonus for doing that. Go double diamond, $20,000 bonus this month. VIP ranks, $25,000 bonus. That's triple diamond, presidential diamond, ambassador. Any new distributors that got started with us this month, they will have the same promotion available for them, where they have 2 months to go emerald and get a $5,000 bonus, 3 months for diamond, and 4 months for double diamond, and they can get anywhere between 10,000 to 20,000 in bonuses for them. If you just joined us last month, which is March, you have the same bonus in place, which means if you go emerald if you joined anywhere from March 2nd on, if you go emerald by May 31st, which means ruby this month, and then go emerald for next month, then you can get a $5,000 bonus, and then diamond $10,000 bonus, and then double diamond 20,000. So there's a ton of promotions on the table right now that anybody gets to take advantage of. And like Rusty said, the steps to success is how you get there. So achieving that steps to success, which is getting your first 6 loyal customers each month and getting your 3 distributors each month, that repetitive system is so super simple for you to continue your growth. And remember, you can get your customers in place right now with the BOGO sale that's going on. We have a BOGO sale between now until Monday, which is April 5th. Between now and April 5th, which is on BOGO for Skinny Brew, BOGO for Keto Coffee, and BOGO for the Skinny Wraps, which is technically 2 bags for $59. But we only have the Skinny Wraps out now for like 2 to 3 months at the most. So it can be kind of like a BOGO because they don't know that the price went down to $49. Very few people know. So you can kind of BOGO that, and that's 6 wraps, which is 2 bags of wraps for $59, which is the new and improved wraps. So you have a few different ways of working towards that and marketing it. The pick 2, pick 3 sale is going on again for this entire month. So any 2 products that's on that list, excluding gummies, is $69, 45 BV. Any 3 products on that list, excluding gummies, is $89, and that's 60 BV. I never utilize the pick 2. I always do pick 3. Nothing's pick 2. Pick 3 is the best offer. Pick 3 is what I'm going to offer you, because you can get 2 bags of coffee for $79 originally, and then you get to add on a 2-day cleanse for an additional $10. Boom, that's a 3 for $89. So I never publicly just put out and say, I have a deal available, 3 for $89. That's not the way I do it. I basically would just tell you I have a promotion available, or some sort of way that we end up speaking through inbox, and I can tell you about my specials that I have. That makes it more exclusive and makes it for that specific customer so that they feel special. It's not like you're just putting out those promotions out and about. So that helps me with getting customers by being exclusive and just getting in their inbox and speaking to them. And that's pretty much what I have right now for promotions. Besides also having the winner circle available again this month. Everybody that's diamond and above, put a diamond in the chat. If you're diamond and above, put a diamond in the chat. You too, Tiana, we're eating over there. Put a diamond in the chat if you're a diamond or above. Let's get in this winner circle this month. So we all have the chance to get into that. If you didn't get it last month, you can get into it this month. And that's basically a lot of different things in place for that. You can get your new distributors fast start this month, get you in. Same rules apply with enrollments, get you in. Auto ship over 100 BV gets you in. Having your spring ticket for later this month, that gets you in points for it as well. And it's a few other things. So, just look at the list and figure that out. And I also spoke with Rusty because we're going to make sure you guys not only have this Zoom for tonight, but you also set up to have some additional Zooms because this month we're going all out. This month is definitely the push month. So those that are ready to push and actually get that chart complete and get that chart finished. And last month, oh my gosh, congratulations to y'all because y'all were promoting early. Y'all weren't doing it on the 31st. Y'all were not procrastinating. Y'all were knocking those goals out early. So guess what we're going to do again this month? We're going to knock those goals out early because the earlier you do it, the better you set yourself up for the next month. Oh my gosh, like turn your camera off, Tiana. Like you're making me hungry. It's too late over here. We can't eat this late. Jesus.
Do you deliver? You do deliver,
it's
right?
Like right in the middle of my screen right now. Oh my gosh. She is throwing me off. What is that? Pizza? Jesus is huge. Okay. So besides that, we have next week as of right now, next week, Rusty has agreed to spend some quality time with us on 2 Zooms, on 2 different nights for 2 Zooms. So make sure you come with your charts, make sure you come with your questions, and make sure you come ready to work because that's what's going to happen on those Zooms. So make sure you write them out now, but they will be put on the calendar for next week. And you can see it in the Pioneers, Hawaii, Lion Chasers, wherever you are. That's what those schedules will be because they're always there. So it's going to be next Tuesday at I just messed those times up already. I just realized the time. That's game night. When's game night? 10? Sorry. Okay.
Game night's
Huh?
Game night's at 9, isn't it?
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
you
need to
got
make
them
that
Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 o'clock.
so can we make game at 10? Sounds good. Okay.
I'll do whatever you ask.
Tasha said, "Come, go ahead, girl." Okay, because I wanted to make it the same time. So Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. is the 2 nights that we will be with Rusty on Zoom here. All of us will be on here. So make sure you come prepared and ready with your chart and ready to work. Also, Tuesday will be April 6th. So you should already have had your auto ship run by then. So come on in ready. Anybody's auto ships that's ran by then, we'll do a little drawing, little raffle, little drawing thingy, and maybe at that point, whomever that person is that's on and auto ship is ran already, we'll do one thing special for that one person who wins. You got to be on the Zoom. Auto ship has to ran. Okay, so y'all know.
If you can, take advantage of the BOGOs, run your auto ship, and stop trying to skimp by in a business. I used to own a chain of grocery stores. Those are open on time, early every morning, and they look showroom ready. You got ready the night before, and you have to turn the key and open your business and create the exposure for people to participate, for people to buy you. They're not buying the product. They're not buying the money. They're not buying It Works. They're buying you. You're your own brand. You're your own CEOs in what you're doing. When you speak, does your words, do people listen? When you ask questions and you make it about that person, now you're going to get into where they listen because you showed a genuine discernment for that person, whatever they're after. If you don't know what they need, you're just become a real good salesperson. And I bet it's real hard. But when you listen to what they really need and you can offer solutions, at that point, they don't ask you how much it is. All they know is they want to get better. And if they see that you've gotten better, say, here's where we wanted It Works all these years. It's real simple. We got almost 20 years of before and afters. The before and afters are very consistent. We got almost 20 years of before and afters with the business model. It's not the same little girl's lost the same 10 pounds every year for 3 or 4 years, or she done it 90 days. I didn't do this to get It Worked for 90 days to make a little run, if you're a little better, make a couple of dollars. I got in it for life. I got in it to become a multimillionaire. I got in it to break generational curses. I got in it to set my family free. I got in it to set me free. I got in it to be a full-time daddy. Now I want to ask you, put a 1 in the chat if you would love at this point to be a full-time parent or grandparent. Put it down. So when I told you a while ago to write a letter to your success at the end of the month, or this diamond, or this double diamond, or this triple diamond, or it's whatever, the more you write that down and you start to something clicks here. When you commit that to paper, that is a commitment. Anytime you verbalize something, you say, well, I'll try. No, you just gave yourself 3 or 4 ways out. That means I'm not going to really do it. It gets hard. I'm going to quit. If it don't just automatically happen. See, when you make up your mind at your disposition, that means you're going to honor your word. And when you honor your word, you're going to get up and you're going to take the fight to the enemy. Where the enemy for you is poverty, debt, overweight, illness. Those are our enemies. And you got to get up and you got to fight. You need to put yourself in a position to prevent all those enemies from getting in the house. So I've told this before, but I'm going to tell it again because it just tears me up on the inside. My grandfather fought in the Second World War under General George Patton. And he was showing me all his medals. I am the 4th generation firstborn. Susie Riel is my 5th cousin, all the way back to Pocahontas when America first got started. And so he was showing me all the medals. And he got to the last 3, and I said, well, how did you get those? He said, those medals are mine now because I'm the 4th generation firstborn grandson. And they're in my safe. And he didn't want to talk about the last 3 medals. I said, come on, you got to tell me how you got them. I'm only like 5. And he said, I had to do things that you really wouldn't do to human beings. I had to kill people in a lot of different ways. And a while ago, we were talking about unconditional love for the love of the country forever. And then I didn't know how to process it. He said, here's why I done it. He said, unconditional love was my fuel because I am a true warrior. He said, I'm raising you to be a true warrior. He said, for the love of your grandmother, the love of your father, he said, I knew one day you were coming. He said, so I put it all on the line. I did everything I could do to win. I took the fight to the enemy. Whatever your enemy is, you got to take the fight to it. You have to love something so much that you'll put everything you possess, you'll put all your fear on the line, you'll put everything you got on the line to go get it to make your break for freedom. Because when you make your break for freedom, here's what will happen. The most noble thing you'll ever do in your life is make your break for freedom. And when you do that, scale that fence. And when you scale that fence, me and Carissa, Carrie, Susie, we're sitting on the other side of the fence in a getaway car. I drive trucks. I'm over there in a getaway truck. As soon as they do, you scale and make that break for freedom. Here's what happens. They send the dogs after you. It's the dogs of doubt, the dogs of, and most time it's your family. The dogs that won't happen. You can't do that. You can't sustain it. They sent the dogs after me when I left the bank. And I asked somebody to fly off with me somewhere just a few weeks ago. I'm going down here, over here. I'll be back in 2 days. Why don't you go with me? I said, oh, I forgot. You got a job. You're still punching that clock. And I showed you this first all those years ago. And I wasn't saying it to brag, but now they're in a position that we should have done it because of me. But we knew you could do it. But I'll tell you what, you get in a getaway truck, I'll throw up in reverse. I'll back over a few of those dogs, and then we'll choke them on the dust as we get away from there. So the dream, when you really internalize that dream and you commit that success to paper, you start to take this pen and you start to write your comeback story. I don't care what happened to you last month. I don't care what happened to you when you were 2. You got to break all that stuff that's holding you back. All those generational curses that hold you back. It cause you to have fear. It cause you to have doubt. All that craziness. I don't care what happened to any of us. We all had some rough stuff, rough times. Man, they said I was going to die. I was so big, a guy my size, trying to sell a body wrap, share a body wrap. And I was using my wife's story after I got so big. They said, do you use the product? I said, I do. I said, I can't tell it's working, but I can feel it. And there, when I could feel it, it gave me hope. As long as you got hope, you start to give other people hope, because here's who y'all really are. You want me to be honest with y'all? You ain't nothing but a hope broker. And when you make up your mind, I'm going to become a professional hope broker. I'm going to find out what people need. I'm going to create a solution where there's money or where there's a product or where it's helping people get their health back. I'm going to offer the support that like they've never had because what we're one team, one mission, we're one family. And when we come together and we become unified, there's absolutely nothing on God's green earth that can stop a unified group, an organization coming after something. We've created community. As much as all of them would like to get us divided, we ain't divided. You keep on, but we got that armor, that shield of armor. You know why? Because we've been in business with each other a very long time, and we're still unified after all these years moving forward. And now we're gaining momentum. We just got put in the top 20 companies in the world. And I asked him the other day, I said, 20? Hell. One. What do we do to get one? This is the year we take number one. There's going to be more people have more success this year. We're on the next. I've been on 3 major runs with Mark. We're on the biggest run I've ever seen in the history of my almost 20 years with him. This is where the things that you know it's going to fix it to change. It'll change if you change your speech, the way you talk to yourself, if you change your activities, if you change your desire, you start to change the flavor in your mouth. What used to work and it was flavorful, you grew out of that taste. You grew out of those particular people. You're taking it up, you're setting a new standard. And when you set that new standard, everything about you begins to change. Like I haven't had a soda since 2012. My father died with kidney failure on dialysis. We quit immediately. It wasn't hard to quit, but the pain had to get so great that I lost my taste for it. And I don't know what's holding you back. If you need to, I'll come over and smack the taste out of your mouth. That's what it takes. That's what my grandmama used to say, son, I'll smack the taste out of your mouth. That if that taste is holding you back or that bad habit that you continue to get up and participate in, it's as easy to get addicted to a good habit as it is a bad habit. It's as easy to get addicted to getting healthy as it is to being sick. It's as easy to get addicted to getting off all the medications I was on. Lots of medications. If you've been to that post, that beautiful young black girl standing beside me, that is my doctor, been my doctor for a while. She uses my product line for her parents because I hadn't had a medication in 14 plus years. I'm not saying I can't get sick, but I bet I don't because I'm going to be exercising in the morning. I'm going to just drink my collagen. I'm getting ready to go drink my skinny tea. And in the morning, I'll be sucking the greens and the celery. Everything will be sucking it down. You know why? I'm worth it. I'm worth it because of y'all. Worth it because of my 2 daughters. That grandson, I know he's on the way. My wife, my mama. I know he's coming. Y'all ain't seen no fight yet because I know he's coming. And I can't secure that if I don't help you secure yours. And I'll walk through hell for you people. We're going to do this together. Together, we're going to do it because, see, I know he's coming. And what a party that's going to be because I know he's coming. But we got to do the right things now because he's coming. My firstborn is coming. Yeah? You think I ain't ready to wage a war like you ain't think I ain't ready to become the General Patton? Shoot, you ain't seen nothing. So I'll do whatever it takes. If we have to get up on these Zooms, I get up at 4 o'clock every day. Go to bed around 11. Whatever it takes to help you go to the next level, we're going to do it. If you get that serious about, committed about your future and your way of life, you will have no problem coming to the Zoom and bringing people with you. You will have no problem sharing the hope, that hope broker that you are, giving people hope for the health and hope for the future. When you're a healthy person, hey, it ain't hard to make a lot of money. Work on you harder than you work on anything else, and I promise you, it will pay off dividends like you've never seen. And don't give yourself a way out. No, be emphatic with your conversation. Be careful what you tell you. Be careful who you give the keys to your brain to, because you keep listening to a bunch of damn old broke people. And I got one more story, and we're gonna be done. Last summer before last, we had a running club here. My daughter would get up early every morning. We go run. And I was running with some people. My daughter said, Daddy, your time is getting off. I said, well, I'm still beating you because I have an endurance that's crazy. And she said, yeah, but your time is off. You're getting slower. She said, we're running with the wrong people. I said, I'm glad you noticed. I said, let's find a different group of people to run with. Find me some young bucks out here. Somebody's going to push me to the next level. And so we started running with a younger group. I was coming in last. I wasn't winning, but I'm shaving them off. And then one morning, my daughter had invited this lady to come, beautiful blonde-headed little girl. I don't have a lot to say early in the morning. I'm just getting ready for that run. And she said, I said, how are you? And she said, this is my daddy. And I said, well, good. I said, well, how old are you? She said, I'm 38. I said, what do you do for a living? She said, I'm a psychologist. I said, yeah, in which field? She said, I'm a marriage counselor. I said, wow, how long you been married? She said, oh, I'm not. I said, really? I said, you ever been married? She said, yeah, 3 times. I said, what in the hell advice are you giving those people? She said, I don't get it. I said, you tried it 3 times. It didn't work for you. What are you telling the people you counseling? She got real fast and she said, how long you been married? At that point, I've been with Miss Lackey just over 40 years. I said, close to 41 years, the same little girl. I did it right the first time. I said, but I normally, for what I just told you, the advice I gave you, I normally get about $5,000 an hour. How are you going to pay me today? I do accept credit cards. And we made a joke out of it. But she said, I made her think of what she was doing wrong. You know what she was doing wrong? She sold herself too cheap. She didn't hold out for Mr. Right, therefore she got 3 Mr. Wrongs. I'm telling you, don't ever sell yourself cheap. You're made by the Most High God, and every one of you are kings and queens. And if you ladies want to find a king, you got to become a queen now. If you guys want to be a king, you got to be prepared now for the queen. And that's the mindset you have to take on. And there's nothing can conquer you unless it conquers you in the mind. And this month, I want you to go into the Pioneer Group. And I want you to make an emphatic commitment to where you're going to be at the end of the month. And I'll be kiss my fat foot if we're going to not go get it. We will work. We're going to outperform everybody else in the company. I don't care what's going on and who's doing what. See, the one thing I know about this business is the numbers don't lie. The activity don't lie, because your numbers always reflect your activity. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When you make a statement, and my father always told me, he said, son, you honor your word. If it costs you right now to honor your word, it pays big dividends later. So it's time you guys and you ladies and you guys start collecting those dividends. And you know what? Here we are. We're going to do this thing together, because we've taken it to a whole nother level. And you know what? Almost 20 years ago, last month, I set the foundation that worked my ass off, and it set me free for all these years. One 30-day span, or 28 days actually, that I just went all in. I promise you, if you go all in now, there's nothing can stop you. You will surprise yourself that the leadership you have inside of you. You will surprise yourself and everyone around you when you get up and you just continually set the pace. And whoever got you to where you are is not the people that's going to get you to where you want to go. You're going to have to add value in other people and bring the team along. And you know why we're going to win? Because we're going to do it together. Carissa?
Yes, we are. So after that post shortly in Pioneers, Lion Chasers, Hawaii, look out for that post, because we want to know where you're going to be for this month, what your goal is. Also, remember, like Rusty said, to write that letter to your future self. I would say write it to your person that you're looking to be this month also. So for example, if you're distributor rank and you're looking to get back to Ruby, to your Ruby rank, write that to your Ruby self. Congratulate. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Jackie. I can't believe you hit Ruby again. Like a letter to yourself of saying that you congratulating yourself on that hard work and dedication that you did to get there. I'm telling you, that letter is impactful. I did it for myself. It is impactful writing it as to you writing to yourself on accomplishing a goal that you've been wanting to accomplish. So, just try it out and do it tonight. Try it out. That way, when we get back on Tuesday, we can see where you are with things. But just try it out. If you're looking to re-rank diamond, maybe. Oh my gosh, congratulations on, oh my gosh, you did it. You did it. You got back to diamond, like you said. I am so proud of you. You did so much. You put so much sacrifice. You stopped procrastinating. You stopped listening to the negativity. You went to work and made it happen. I am, something like that. So just write that letter to yourself and see how impactful it'll be for you.
I tell you how
And
to
look
take
out
it
for those posts.
one step further. This is what I really want y'all to do. When you write that letter, write this letter along with it. When we introduce you on stage at conference in that big old Coliseum, we're going to go there. That's coming. I want you, when you get the microphone in your hand, Write the letter of what you're going to tell everybody how you done it. What you going to tell all those people that's looking to you because you just become the next layer of leadership in this company and around the world. See yourself on that stage when you grab that microphone. Feel that feeling. What is it? What song do you want to come out to? And whatever your favorite song is, turn it up and turn it loud and be proud because you've done it. And when you get that microphone, what are you going to tell the other people? It's looking at you as the next layer of leadership, that you're inspiring all those people to start screaming your name. It kind of gets you into this daze, this fog. It kind of takes you somewhere else. It's like, God, because you've done it. You know what? You've impacted that many lives. You've been the one. You're the difference maker, not only in your family, but to your team and to everybody in that Coliseum, because they're gonna know who you are. Will they not, Carissa? You walk down the street, they're gonna get pictures with you. They're gonna know who you are. They want to be associated with you. It's called law of association. You will become who you hang around. I'm trying to find the biggest. I'm trying to find people. It's already where I want to go. That's the guys I'm rubbing shoulders with. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Carissa, I cannot wait to be here next Tuesday.
I can't wait either. So we got a lot of work to do this weekend. Let's make those goals happen. Have as many BOGOs as possible in the system. Please remember that the BOGO sale is not a locked-in deal. It is a one-time thing. So for example, if they become a loyal customer with you today for the coffee on BOGO, next month they get one bag, not two. Okay? It's not the same locked-in deal like the pick two, pick three deal. So BOGO is two this month, but next month you get one. So that way they understand that deal, you know what that deal is. It's not a locked-in deal. It's just a one-time to get them in the door deal. So take advantage of it, get your winner circle points up, and for everyone else, get those points in so you can take advantage of that raffle for the $80,000 they're giving away.
Woo,
so
that's a lot of coins.
A whole lot of coins. Listen, I'm putting points in for that too. I want to be over 100 by the time that get here. So let's get that in. Let's get us done, guys. Enjoy your night. I'm excited.
Hey, I love y'all. Every one of y'all. Unconditionally love you. Let's do this. We're a family.